This piece of equipment is probably the best investment I have ever made into my streaming setup. Ah, man, I forgot to clean it. Dang it. Jaren, what are you thinking? Let's just get into it. So today we are talking about the GoXLR. This is probably my favorite piece of equipment in my streaming setup. It's basically become a piece of equipment that I just don't want to stream without, honestly. So today we're going to be taking a look at the GoXLR after 1 year. And before we get started with the GoXLR 1 year review, if you want to see this in action, be sure to check out my stream down in the description below. Be sure to leave a follow. We'll greatly appreciate it. All right, I'm going to set this over here because I'm tired of carrying it around. Alright, so what is the GoXLR? The GoXLR is a USB interface that connects your microphone to your PC. With the GoXLR, you can use a production studio quality XLR microphone and connect it to your PC. And then you could use it on your stream. It's pretty cool. Now the GoXLR does not just work for XLR mics, it actually works for USB mics as well. So we're going to dive more into the USB mics in a little bit. So for those of you guys who are not familiar with the GoXLR or have never seen this before, let me share with you what it is and what it does. The GoXLR is basically divided into 3 different parts. First, we got the fader bank. This is a bank of 4 assignable faders. You can basically assign anything to any of these faders. What's great about the GoXLR is in the software it actually creates multiple audio devices within Windows. What's great about creating multiple audio devices is you could actually assign different programs to different audio devices, and then you can put those on whatever fader you want. For example, I have Spotify going to my music fader. All I did was go into my sound settings and take Spotify and assign it to the music device that the GoXLR created. And now I have an independent fader that controls my music. I don't have to Alt-Tab, I don't have to go to the Spotify app and just manually turn the little volume dial down. I just can do it right there on the fader. Now the way I have the GoXLR set up is the first one is my microphone, so this is my overall microphone volume. Second one is my music, so this is all my Spotify like I just said. And then third, we have what is called voice chat. That is essentially your Skypes, your Discords, even Zoom. So if my friends are too quiet or they're too loud, I can control that through this fader. And then the fourth fader is the system audio. This is pretty much my games, any other desktop audio that's going on. It's going through this fader. It's kind of a catch-all. It's kind of whatever else is left. The fader bank just makes assigning different things and assigning different audio channels so easy. And then on the bottom of the fader bank, you have the mute groups. The mute groups are super helpful. You can assign these mute buttons to do a couple different things. You can assign it just to mute to everything, mute to the stream, or mute to your friends. So whenever I want to mute my mic, talk to chat while I'm not, bothering my friends and having multiple conversations going on at once, I just hit that button and I'm muted to my friends and I can still talk to my stream, which is really cool. The second section of the GoXLR is the voice effects panel. This is the section you're gonna have the most fun with. You could add echo and reverb to your voice, which is cool, like if you're a singer or something like that. You could also change the gender and the pitch of your voice, and you can actually add the 3 effects presets they have, which is megaphone, robot, and auto-tune. Now, it's not like true auto-tune, but it's still really funny, and it adds for some great content. When I first got the GoXLR, I spent hours just playing with the effects generator because it just was super fun to mess with. And then last but not least, we have the third section of the GoXLR, which is the sampler. If you ever watch Vanoss Gaming and you watch him playing with Terrorizer and Dahi the Nogla, and you hear them like playing these little sound bites, this is how they do it. What the sampler allows you to do is it allows you to record little sound bites from you and your friends, and adds for some really funny moments and just funny sound effects. It's hilarious. It's a good time. And then you have a little bonus section of the GoXLR with a cough button and a bleep button, which both are very helpful. And also the software is so intuitive. It doesn't take long to get going after you're able to add EQ, compression, all that stuff to your mic, get everything sent and routed to where you want it to go. It's very intuitive, it's very easy, and also there are plenty of tutorial videos on TC Helican's YouTube channel to help you figure that out as well. It's all very easy. So after a year of using the GoXLR, it is still a fantastic piece of equipment, and honestly, I can't imagine streaming without it. Now, should you buy the GoXLR? Well, basically, it does solve every audio issue ever. And audio issues are the worst problems to have. And it's great even for USB mics as well. Like I said earlier, if you have a USB mic and you are thinking about upgrading your microphone, it might be worth it to look into the GoXLR instead of a more expensive microphone. If you have a USB mic like the Blue Yeti or the HyperX Quadcast, it works really well with the GoXLR to where you can then add compression and EQ to make your USB mic sound like an XLR microphone without the cost, and it's really nice. And so you're actually going to be adding a lot more value to your USB mic when you add that compression, that EQ that you normally can't if you just plugged it straight into your PC. So if you're looking to upgrade your microphone, maybe it might be worth it to take a look at the GoXLR. But do I recommend the GoXLR first? No. I'm actually not going to recommend the full GoXLR because Helican Gaming actually outdid themselves when they released the GoXLR Mini. Essentially, the GoXLR Mini takes the big boy and just chops it right down the middle. All the GoXLR has is the fader bank. That's all it has, is the fader bank and the cough and bleep button, but no effects generator, no sampler, just the faders. And Helican Gaming did a good job of cutting the cost by taking away motorized faders. Now, I do personally like motorized faders better than analog faders, my personal preference. They also took out the LCD screens, and taking out the effects generator and the sampler also lowers the cost significantly. So if you're looking to upgrade your audio setup, I would almost recommend you upgrade to the GoXLR Mini because you're going to get a lot of value out of that. And you're still getting all of the awesome features with the GoXLR Mini. You still have the awesome software. You can still, assign things to the faders. You can still do all of that. It's still all very intuitive and very well thought out. So you're still getting the value of the GoXLR Mini without the big cost of the big GoXLR. So let me just give you some final thoughts on the GoXLR. Overall, I think this is one of the best pieces of equipment that has been made for streamers. It feels like it was intentionally made for content creators, and I would love more equipment to be made like this. I just would really love to see more of this, where you're seeing more equipment being made specifically for streamers. I know it's not the biggest market in the world, but there are a lot of people that want to get into content creation, and creating budget equipment that is very well thought out, very well designed, like the GoXLR Mini. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. A lot of streaming equipment right now that is made for streamers is just too expensive. Like the Elgato key lights, they're fantastic. They work with the Stream Deck. I mean, it's great. It's everything a streamer wants in a studio light. But last time I checked, those key lights were like $200 a piece. I mean, that's another $400 for two lights. It's a bit much. So again, would love to see more equipment being designed like the GoXLR. I think it's a great example to follow, that Helican Gaming just set the bar in terms of just what can be done with streaming equipment, and so I'm very excited for the future of streaming equipment. Now, what would I improve about the GoXLR? Well, there are a couple things that I would love to see made, maybe some variations of the GoXLR that could be done. On Twitch, you're starting to see a lot more streamers, not just playing video games, but also, a lot of musicians are coming up. And just to be able to give musicians the ability to plug in a keyboard or a guitar into the back would be fantastic. Now, this would add a huge cost to the GoXLR because now you got to add a whole nother set of preamps into it. I mean, it's complicated, I'm aware. But I think if it's designed well, if it's designed right, it really could add a lot of value, especially to the musicians. You could call it like the GoXLR Note or something like that. I don't know, I'm not great at naming things, but you get the point. I would also love to see a little GoXLR pod where it's just two faders for the headphones and for the microphone, and you could actually get this set up really easily for a podcast, and you could like daisy chain them together to where you can add as many as you want, and you could film a really cool podcast. I think that would be a great idea and make audio super simple for filming those kind of content. But yeah, I love my GoXLR. It is seriously one of the best pieces of equipment you can get if you are a streamer or content creator. It is fantastic, and you're gonna enjoy it. It is a great piece of equipment, and I cannot recommend it enough. Now, I want to pass the question off to you. What do you think of the GoXLR? Do you have any questions about it? Do you want to know more about it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer any and all questions. And like I said earlier, if you would like to see the GoXLR in action, my stream link in the description down below. Go give it a follow, turn on notifications so you know when I go live, and we can have some fun with the voice effects. That's always a good time. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Be sure to leave a comment down below, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.